taking a summer break is just so important, really the key to staying sane the rest of the year. Without a summer break, how can you make sure you're going to remain sane? But it's also possible to include some low-key summer school classes in high school that can benefit both you and your children. So let me kind of explain that for a moment. Even your child can take some summer school classes without involving heavy duty parental lifting, right? You can get your child to work independently on some things. They will have that normal schedule of doing things each day, which can improve cooperation. But it gives you, as the home educator, a break so that you get that fresh air that you really need to rejuvenate yourself for the fall. So let's talk about the different practices I want you to implement, the best practices for homeschoolers, all right, for summer. Number one is to relax. I really want you to concentrate on giving yourself a break this summer. Avoid teaching. Fill the summer with pleasant things. Include delight-directed learning. It's the best thing you can do to prepare your child for college. When they're doing this delight-directed learning, your child is actually learning on-the-job skills they're going to need to decide what their calling or career is going to be. Number two, I want you to read books. Real books. I want your children to just read for pleasure over the summer. You can keep track of those books. You don't even have to tell your children you're keeping track of those books. Sometimes if you just litter good books around your house, they'll pick them up and start reading. Try to get a variety of things that maybe they wouldn't have picked up before, especially if they're reluctant readers, trying to get them to read books that are maybe slightly below their grade level so that they're more likely to be successful with it. Number three, I want you to help your children to retain the skills that they learned over the past year. It can be as quick as 15 minutes a day with math. It can be as quick as 3 math questions per day, even ones that are easier than they've been doing throughout the year. There is a workbook filled with high school level math questions. It's called the SAT prep book or the ACT prep book. And your child can do just 1 page or just 3 problems out of that book. And that alone will help them to retain what they've learned in the past year. Number 4 is for you, the parent. I want you to update your homeschool records. Sometimes it's things that we just don't have time to do during the school year when we're busy homeschooling. And I understand that, but I want you to spend some concentrated time over the summer making sure that your transcript is up to date, that you have course descriptions, that you've been working on a reading list, and that you have an activity list so you won't forget important things that your child has done. Number 5, I want you to refresh yourself, okay? Take some continuing education classes. I give monthly free classes online. I want you to invest the time it takes to take some of those classes so that you can be renewed and refreshed and learn more about what's coming. You already know how to do this last year thing. You already done that, right? So learn what's going to happen. How can you be a better teacher for the coming year instead, and invest in your own continuing education. Number 6, I want you to plan ahead. Do a little bit of planning for your curriculum. Think about what you need to buy and then, buy it. Plan how you're going to be using it. And then fill your calendar with important dates. If you know when the tests are going to be, put in the tests. If you know this is the year to do college visits, college applications, make sure you put in all of those details in your calendar. Now, remember, you're going to want to have a check-in with yourself to make sure that you've covered all of the core classes that your child needs. Let me list them really quickly. You need 4 years of math. You need 4 years of English. You need 3 or 4 years of social studies. You need 3 years of science with at least 1 lab. And you need between 2 and 4 years of foreign language and 1 year of fine art and usually 1 or 2 credits of PE. So in general, college prep means 24 or more credits. It's okay to have more. And of course, you're wanting them to fill in with the more with their delight directed learning. So I hope that helps as you're thinking through summer and best practices for professional home educators like you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.